What is up, party people? Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. That's right. We're here. We're back. We're ready for the World Cup because the Champions League final has passed us by. It was not the best result, but of course, I thought we played well. So we'll get into that. But the World Cup is here, people. Of course, we're talking England. We're going to be talking a little bit of Team USA. We're going to look in on Team Colombia as well because my co-hosts do have a little bit of a connection down south there. So, of course, we'll be looking in there. We'll look at some of the new rules coming into play. We'll discuss the third place teams that could be going into as the top 8 of the third place teams will be making it into the knockout stages. But of course, we'll get into all of that. Asif and Nez in the building. All the fans, all the the Arsenal people down there. Shout out the Queen City Gooners, by the way. That's the bar we went to. They were holding it down in Charlotte, of course. So shout out those guys every single time. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. But it was still soul crushing. It was still devastating. Let me type this in here.
Oh yeah, man. The thing about it is that finals are especially finals of significance like those. Those are the ones that at least you accomplish something beforehand to have something else on sort of on in your locker, on your shelf, to say, what, we did make it this far. We had something to go away with, and just enjoy the whole thing, man. It's a bittersweet thing, and I think Arsenal will be good enough to challenge again, as long as I guess the World Cup rules may be a thing of question and we'll talk about. But
yeah, we'll get there, of course. I
Okay.
feel like we're getting picked on. I feel like Arsenal are specifically getting picked on.
Hey, man.
No, it's not just an Arsenal thing. I think it was just the way England were playing last World Cup as well. I know when they were presenting the rules, they specifically picked out an English goal on how they blocked.
Was that what they did?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
So
they were specifically referenced this time as well.
Yeah, so they specifically referenced it when they were talking about the rules. So it's but personally, I do think it's going to be a good thing for football as a whole, and it means hopefully Arsenal can play a bit more. You know how you guys played against Man City when you came out and you actually played. I was impressed because you guys, when you play, you can actually play. You don't have to do those tactics with the wasting time and the three people each having a bit of a ball before they take a throw in, that kind of thing. It's so I'm looking forward to see how England and hopefully Arsenal as well adapt to the new rules if it comes into force in the Premier League, because I'm sure Arteta will have his own interpretation of the rules. Everyone does, especially they wait for these new rules to come out to see the fine print and try to get an edge somewhere.
Absolutely. He's going to try to find how we can bend these rules as much as possible. There's no
exactly. I think that's one of the good things about the World Cup, and hopefully it makes it a bit more of a spectacle. More free flowing football. It'll
keep it going.
Yeah. No, I've been hurt. A fly's touched my knee.
Well, speaking of flies touching knees, the Paris players, man, and you guys called it. You guys told me it was going to happen. Nez, you said it before the game too. When we met up, you were like, "Man, they're going to be diving all over the place. The wind blows up their shirt. They're going to fall down." And I'm not one to complain about referees normally. I don't ever complain about referees. This guy, I thought, in his attempt to let a lot go, he got a lot wrong. Yes, immediately when I saw the Madueke penalty, obviously we were in a den of Arsenal fans. And so the general opinion kind of swept me up, and I may have screamed at the top of my lungs. But going back and looking at that, what did I say, Nez? What did I say after I calmed down? What was my first comment about Madueke and that penalty shot after I calmed down?
Well, I don't remember the exact words, but I know you weren't thrilled about him being on the field, and that he likes to do one of those things. So yeah, man, you didn't respect it a ton. But this is also where I was like, hey man, why is Eze not on the field? But you can carry on with that one.
No, you're 100% right.
I don't. But you're highlighting that specific instant, and it's like he was going out with his girlfriend or something. He was just like tugging on with his arms, like they're strolling together. I was just like, what the, if you're gonna go for looking for a penalty, at least do it in a more, get Arteta to get acting classes next.
Yeah. I don't understand. You're not ever getting away with that. Not ever.
The guy was right near him as well, and he grabbed onto his arm like he was like linking up, like a woman links up when he's going out.
He's never, ever getting away with that. Ever.
The bad part is that the referee saw it in real time, which is why he didn't call it. Like, he saw it in real time.
He should have given Nani a yellow, is what he should have done. They should have. I personally think, and this might be something that comes in, when we get later on, talk about the rules changes, but I think that VAR should be able to give retroactive yellow cards for diving. I've said this before. If you are trying to con the referee to get a penalty and the VAR can clearly see that you've dove, like Madueke, who's clearly pulled down homie's arm, then you should get a yellow. Then VAR should be able to give you a yellow card retroactively. Because if the referee catches it in real time, he should be giving them a yellow card, And so I think it's only fair.
Well, the thing that I think is curious, and, I don't know if we talked about it when we were watching it, but I know I heard in some commentary where the question really is that there are rules that are in place that referees just don't call. There's things there. So, for example, like, we haven't seen specifically in the Premier League, but I'm thinking in a lot of games, you don't really see cards for diving anymore. Like, it's on the books, but they don't call it. And I actually don't understand why they don't do it. Just like the point we've made about why hasn't the referee looked at VAR? Well, here's the thing, and we discussed it in the last one. It doesn't matter. VAR doesn't tell the referee what to do unless it's an offsides or something that's direct. He said that VAR will never tell the referee what the foul was. So even if he went back to look at that, he wasn't going to give a penalty anyway. So, people are like, well, why didn't he look at VAR, or why didn't VAR do anything? Because it doesn't matter. People have to understand, and I think we saying it here, I'm personally starting a campaign that VAR is an assistant referee. They're never overturning the referee. And so whatever you think it is, if the referee is like no, then he's like no. You know what I'm saying? This is no. It doesn't matter.
Big up, JT. Thanks for being here. Thanks for that as well. What's up, Luke? Big up. Thanks for being here as well. I did not catch any Riquelme news. What Riquelme news might that be, I wonder?
Who is that? I don't know what that is. You gotta.
The Argentine footballer. Riquelme.
Yeah. That's who they're talking about. Let's see what it says. News. He's going to be the new president for Real Madrid.
Oh,
he said he wants Rodri and Haaland.
He's going to run.
He's in the race to be president.
Yeah. He's going to run. He's going to run to be president for Real Madrid. There you go. Yeah.
And he guaranteed Rodri and Haaland.
And he wants Rodri and Haaland. Yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I mean, hey, man, if you have 400 bazillion, sure. Yeah. We will gladly give them to you.
He said he wants Barcelona. He said he wants Barcelona in the Segunda. He's trying to get them relegated, of course. Which, yeah, if you're running as a Real Madrid presidential candidate, I feel like that's a pretty strong line to run on. Let's relegate Barcelona. It seems like it's gonna hit.
Oh, it's not the
Perez said Perez was real simple. Hey man, I won 6 Champions Leagues in 10 years.
Yeah.
What you doing with that?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Oh,
We
no,
agree,
I got
JT.
the-
It's madness to promise that for sure. We agree with
Oh,
that.
no, I got the surname wrong. I thought you was talking about the Riquelme, the Argentine footballers, and it's actually.
Is it not the same person?
No, it's a Spanish
Nah,
business.
nah.
The
Fair
founder
enough.
of EOX Energy.
Fair enough. Wouldn't sell out of principle. Yeah, that makes sense. But just to kind of wrap up on the Champions League final stuff, I thought that obviously I wanted Gyökeres to start, and I think that if he would have started and played the whole game, I think that would have changed things. Even despite Havertz scoring the goal, I think we scored too early, honestly, because it motivated us to sit back, and you just can't sit back for 90 minutes against Paris. You just can't do it. And, we did well trying to do it, but eventually conceded the penalty, which was a clear pin, in my opinion, by the way.
It was.
Go ahead, Asif.
I have a question about that because basically, not the same thing, but in similar circumstances, it happened for Arsenal against Manchester City, where he scored and then he didn't do jack shit afterwards. So you would have thought
you
might have learned and then took him off a bit. All right, you got your goal, get off.
Yeah, see, again, you guys know, and Jake knows. I actually said it to him on the day there. I said, well, why would you not start Eze and Gyökeres? Like Jake has said this a fulfillion times. You bought him specifically Gyökeres to win the Champions League. Why would you not start him? And then Jake said, and now he said it was tongue in cheek, but trying to understand his manager. He's like, hey, he's going to finish the game. And Arteta likes finishers. Sir, if you don't start the game right, it don't matter. You literally need to play. Like literally, if they had played Gyökeres with Eze and in the spots for Havertz and who's the other guy who started? Because
Martin. You're talking about Martin.
I saw the quote about Timber. Like, dude, take him off. What are you talking about? But start the guys, create, do what you need to do. I mean, clearly, like the counter caught them off. Get your goals, and then win the game, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then the move to wait until Arteta literally waited until in the 80th, 90th minute. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, are you serious?
I'm not leaving the Odegaard cult at all. No, absolutely not. I still tire of our manager taking our best players off the pitch in the when we need, it's a Champions League final. You get your best players on the pitch for as long as possible, in my opinion. You don't take the guys who are going to hit your penalties the best, what cost us in the end. You don't want to take those guys off the pitch. It's the Champions League final. I could give two flying you-know-whats about the World Cup. Win that game. Your best players for as long as possible.
I have 2 points.
Got it wrong.
Mosquera, I agree with JT. He was, from the second half, I would have subbed him. He was looking, before the penalty, he was looking a bit, I would have got Timber on before. Also, you could tell from Enrique's substitutions compared to yours, he was thinking about the penalties. Like, he put Ramos on. He basically put on all his penalty takers. If you saw all his substitutions, they were basically, most of the substitutes were the ones taking the penalties. So he had that in mind when he was making the substitutions. Well,
remember, Jack, and to your point, Steve, Jake and I were talking about it, and I'm like, hey, man, for the first half, I'm like, okay, they're not playing for penalties, but once you guys got the goal, it's literally, you did the same thing like you for City. Like, yo, man, you're playing for a draw. You do not want to go to penalties. Like, hey, man, if you can win it in regulation, finish the game, man. Like, it didn't make any sense. And then, I mean, what was it? What was Madueke doing? Like, we salsa dancing before we take the penalty, man. Like, what? Hey, man,
You're talking about Eze's penalty. Was a nightmare. That was a nightmare. I cannot stand when people take that kind of a run up.
Just hit the ball. And then, hey, man, I'm standing by this because I asked you this on the day. I said, why would you had what's the Spanish midfielder guy? He was
Zubi. Why didn't Zubamendi?
Zubamendi and Madueke were sitting there, and you had two attacking players that could have taken the penalty before Gabriel, and you put a center half who had taken 0 penalties during the season, and your answer is he did it in practice, sir. For a Champions League final, you want feelings and vibe, man. If you don't get out of my face with that, to close it, you crazy, man, crazy.
In his defense, he is Brazilian.
And what in his defense? What?
He's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian.
If this was planned, JT, it was a terrible plan in my opinion. I love Big Gab. And
why would he be the 5th penalty taker? What are you doing?
There's no telling. There's no telling how Arteta Galaxy brained it, man. It was his first Champions League final
in the Galaxy. Like,
I said all along. I've said all along that I hope this statement was wrong, but apparently it's looking to be true, at least at the moment. That we have to get there first. We have to experience it first, and now we have, and so next year maybe. Well, if we are to make the final, Arteta won't Galaxy brain it. But maybe we have to win a final as well. So maybe we do need to get that Carabao over the line next season,
But see, this is where, remember, I made a mention. I said, hey, man, winning a final is different than winning the league. It's completely different. Like, that there's a journey there. And this is where I think we talked about it. Like, hey, that City final was the only final you had. And you had to play better than that. And they did for the first half. And then Asif knows, and I think I said it to you, I was like, Enrique's going to make changes. And he did. And Arteta did nothing. He did nothing. Like, what we doing, man?
Remember last week when people were saying, I don't know, when I specifically mentioned Enrique would be the difference, more or less be the difference in the teams. When I said, when actually Nez mentioned it as well, he agreed, and he was saying Enrique, he's a bit.
He got 3 of them things for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then and he was very similar to Pep, and he's very he making changes very fast, and the fact that you guys then just let them pressure you. Yeah,
they both go. Are you there?
And JT was right.
We're back.
JT's last comment is completely spot on. Like, come on, man. Like, what are you trying to win the game, man? What are you doing? Like, and I agree. The game plan wasn't bad because obviously you got in front of them. It's just
what's crazy to me is that Arteta didn't stick with what we're best at. He went for a tactic that has worked, sort of, sometimes, but leaving Kai Havertz again for me. Like I've always said. What have I always said about Arteta? If he didn't win the league, I would have said that Kai has cost him his job. But his reliance on playing Kai Havertz is still costing him. It cost us the final. It definitely cost us the final. If he would have pulled Kai Havertz at halftime and put in Gyökeres, and then maybe even pulled Odegaard at halftime and had Eze Gyökeres finish the game, it would have been different. I think it would have been way different because we would have been able to keep them from coming at us wave after wave after wave.
Because you knew it was coming. You knew. You literally knew it was coming.
Victor could have got us up the pitch. That's fair. That's fair. But if he would have had longer, JT, I feel like if he would have had longer.
Or Eze was on the field with him. Like, what would I don't.
You could see the changes were going to. I totally agree with Nez. You could see changes were going to happen at halftime. Palace weren't just going to leave it like that. And changes were incoming.
Right.
And this is why they pay Enrique the big bucks. So he thought if he was like, okay, yeah, this is not happening. This is something that I've been complaining about. The ball person who's actually left Liverpool was doing all fucking season was He was reactive instead of proactive, and you could see the difference between Enrique doing the same. He was like, okay, this is not happening. I need to change things up. And that's the difference between a good coach and a great coach.
I didn't get it, man.
I think there's a bit of this as well. I can agree with this, JT. There's a bit of this that, you know, the players were kind of in that second half. Like you said, Nez, that second half's a whole different gravy. And so maybe they were getting a little bit, yeah.
The Champions League final ain't no joke, man. And you were this is why you had to get as much as you could in the beginning, because that second half was going to be like this, man. Like this. Like, what are we doing, man? But here's you made a mention earlier. I forgot to say something because we talked about the referee, but to the referee's point, you started seeing the time wasting early, and the referee was like, nope. Because remember at the end of the first half, we were sitting there and he's like, hey man, why did he do that? He killed the corner. And he was like, hey man, let us take the corner. You called the time wasted. And at that point, he was like, this is all dead. If this is what you're about to do, you can go ahead and cancel all of that. Referee said, hey man, gauntlet is down. Don't do that. And then now they sitting there crying for stuff. No, man. He told you what to do.
I agree 100%. And in the end, I agree as well, JT. It's on this one's on Arteta, but you know, like I've been saying all season, you know, we won the Premier League, and so I'm ecstatic about that, and it's helped me really it's really helped me to get over it.
I have to.
It is how it works, JT, because the referee gets to do whatever they want, and that's why we all complain about him.
He didn't have to give him anything.
That's why we all complain about him.
Now, now we can't tit for tat for that because he specifically called out Arsenal for time wasting. If the referee says to you, hey, man, stop time wasting, either you catch it or he going to just do something about it. And he did something about it. Like at that point, we can't be like, oh, you know, he's not, because the ref was letting all kinds, because what about the soccer, you know, double arms in the box?
Double handball, yeah.
Like what? He didn't call that, and that was a penalty.
I think he let a lot go. And I think he let a little bit too much go.
The referee did well. I'm not going to say. I didn't say, given the circumstances, the occasion. I don't think he did too bad. Just to his point, JT's point about choosing those players and trying to get them to play. If you're playing that kind of football all season, it's hard to change that mentality just for one game. And so he's telling, okay, maybe is telling him to attack, but you've been playing 60 or 50 something games in that defensive mentality, and then you're suddenly told go attack.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Well, anyway, I think we've definitely gained some experience, and you know, I'm pretty pumped and pretty confident that we will be back to the Champions League final in the near future. And so yeah, it is what it is. We just kind of have to live with it and keep going. I don't think the referees might agree with that, but hopefully we will not see that referee at the World Cup.
Well, the funny thing is that if you did what you were supposed to do in the first half, the referee wouldn't have mattered.
Fair enough. Yeah,
wouldn't have mattered.
I think that is a very good segue because, you know, segues are very, very weird. Why don't we start off with the rule changes for the World Cup 2445? Just making a note for the chapters. I don't think we score either way. We got it robbed. Nah, definitely not. But yeah, let me pull up some of these rules here. I got a list of them.
7 days and 20 hours until the start of the World Cup, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah, but
yes, indeed.
Rules have, and I'm gonna say, as I live in England, as you guys know, but that's adversely affected England more than any other team.
Is it coming home? Not
home? Anymore. Not anymore.
No, these rule changes.
It's coming home.
Is it for? It's gonna be. I'm a realist. It's gonna be either France or Spain, in my opinion.
Well,
JT, I'm not a rule Andy. I just there's new shit coming in, and we're gonna talk on it.
I could say the same thing about you. You haven't seen that video yet, but wait.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so the biggest thing, and we'll just he's got a half USA, half Colombia scarf going there, JT.
You know, la selección, and then you got
there you go. So the first one we'll talk about, obviously, we'll go quick because it's an easy one. 8 of the third place teams will be going through to the round of 32, right? So instead of just a round of 16, there's a round of 32. You got 12 groups, 2 winners. That makes you 24 teams.
Well, I got a personal reason for this one. So
well, he went, JT, he went to that game. That was a friendly about 3 months ago that he attended. So he's got the scarf from that particular game. Man,
no matter the weather.
But yeah, so so the top 2 teams from each group are going to advance, right? We got 12 groups this time. So there's 24 teams from your top 2. Right. And the best way I can think about it is the next 16 teams or the next 12 teams. So all of your third place teams. So there's going to be 12 of them. 8 of them will get into the knockout stages. Now, essentially, it's like a table, right? That's the way they're going to do it. So those 8 teams, the third place teams, will be put into like a league table, and the top 8 teams, and it's goal difference first, and then it's goal scored. Obviously, they haven't played head to head because they're not in the same groups. And so that's how we will get a round of 32 and then a round of 16. That one's pretty easy. First one, as far as gameplay is concerned, either one works, JT. Either one works.
We'll have you white around right now.
Yeah. So the goalkeeper normally has 6 seconds, right? But nobody ever really ever. So now the new rule is a goalkeeper has the ball for 8 seconds. The opponent will receive a corner kick. The referee, and this is where the shit's gonna get kind of. We're gonna try, JT. I think Nez is going to England, Croatia. So this is where the rule is gonna get weird because the referee is supposed to do a visible 5, 4, 3, 2,
they can see,
1, so that they can see it. So this is gonna be where it's gonna be like, oh, I didn't see you. Oh, I couldn't. I was looking over there. The bullshit. That's where the complaints are going to be when opponents are going to receive a corner kick. And it's funny. I have a little AI like system where I'm just typing it. I typed in, give me the rules, and it spit out a bunch of stuff. It says who it hurts: Emi Martinez, Donnarumma, Pickford, and teams protecting leads.
Well, Donnarumma won't be there, so you can't worry about that one.
Yeah, not worried about that one. Okay, new rule. Referees, yep, the 5 seconds. Yep, same thing on a throw-in.
Yeah, man.
5 seconds on throw-in. So see that again. This is where the referees kind of are going to have some leeway. Like, so you pick the ball up after the ball goes. So the ball goes out of bounds. Does the ref immediately start counting? So when the ref starts counting those 5 seconds is going to be where the pushback, where he started counting too fast. I can already see it, man. I can already see people complaining. He started counting way too fast, And so it's always interesting to see how these crackdowns happen because it'll be different. It'll be different.
Don't be cussing leads, man.
It'll be different than how new rules are implemented in the Premier League. Because if you remember when they first implemented the don't kick the ball away or you'll get a yellow card rule, which is like gone now. But when they first implemented that, it was like, holy shit, they were on it, and Arsenal kind of got the raw end of the deal on that in the beginning of that season. So I'm wondering how strict these things are going to be enforced from the get. And if like right at the beginning, the first few games are going to be super strict.
I think in my opinion, I think they will do that. And the reason they'll do that is because once you get to the final, they're going to kind of just let a lot of that stuff go. And I think they'll let them play ball, but I think they have to do that early because, it's there. But I think once the final's there, I think that's when you're going to have referees swallow their whistle, super pause. But for just letting the game flow, because the goal is to avoid the referee being the star of the game over the game being the star of the game and the gameplay.
I think the two rules that are most interesting, in my opinion, apart from not letting people do an Arsenal in the World Cup, no offense, Jake, but just the players leaving the pitch, so they can't.
Yeah, that was a good, interesting one.
That's the next one.
So it can't happen what happened in the AFCON, for example.
Yeah.
And the second one about not them covering their mouths when they speak.
That's a big one for sure.
Yeah, so they can't do any of this. What we've been seeing in the Champions League with Vinny, etc. They could if they're gonna say something,
red. It's a straight red. They don't even like.
And they can talk to each other like that, but it can't talk to opponents with their hands.
VAR is empowered to be able to police this as well. So VAR can go back in a non-game situation and look at the dead ball, like where they were in each other's face, and give you a red card for doing this when you're talking to somebody else. That is crazy. The throw-in one is crazy too. If the referee counts down 5 seconds, JT, if the ref deems you're taking too long and just starts doing this and gets down, he's going to give it. Yeah, he's going to give it the other way. But
the injury one is going to be an interesting one too, because it's like it said, if you've been attended to, you got to get off, and it's at least 60 seconds, like that, like real time. Like,
that was the next one. If you don't leave within 10 seconds by the quickest exit possible from the field, your substitute it's a 1 minute ban. He has to wait for a minute. And this has already happened in a friendly, Japan and Iceland. Japan had to play down a man. Or no, Iceland had to play down a man because they were taking forever in a friendly. I don't know how that one. I didn't actually see it. This is just a report.
I know Japan won that game. I didn't order it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
1-0 to Japan.
This one's big too. FIFA are apparently going after the tactical timeouts when the goalkeeper's injured. So if the goalkeeper goes down injured, the rest of the players are not allowed to run over to the coach. That's no longer allowed.
That's crazy though. That's crazy.
Apparently FIFA is cracking down on time wasting and fake injuries. Like
they're cracking down on time wasting while putting commercials in the game and halftime shows. We got to make sure there's time for those things. How are we going to put our bet play ad in this game, and how are we going to have Shakira and her hips not lying in the middle of the
FanDuel? How can we make sure FanDuel
you should be a fan of that with the Columbia scarf on this?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Nez, I know for a fact you're a Shakira fan. Don't even.
What you mean? Of course,
you're a fanboy. He's a fanboy. Everybody, don't let him fool you.
While I love women, I don't love halftime shows. I don't love those though.
All right, so
I was gonna say I might have to disagree.
This is what I'm talking about, JT. This is what I'm saying. There's no accountability for the referees. So who's going to be like, who is going to tell the ref, bro, you started that 5-second countdown way too soon?
It's the same way that VAR doesn't overrule the referee. People need to hear that. I'll watch the player on mute while the game is playing.
Who wouldn't? This one's big, though. The expanded VAR powers is very interesting to me because they can now overrule it. If a corner kick was scored, they'll go back and make sure that it was a corner. So like they're going to have to say, more time wasting. They're going to have to go. Nice one, JT. That's funny. No, they're going to have to go and make sure that it was actually a corner. VAR can now review fouls that happened before the kick was taken. They can review mistaken identity situations.
Second yellows.
Yep, second yellows as well. So that is definitely going to be very interesting, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they implement all this stuff. But Asif, you mentioned this one, number 8, crackdown on grappling at set pieces. And
that's going to
specifically mentions England.
What, is there no more salsa dancing? Is there no more of that in the box now?
No. Colombia can't do salsa dancing in the box either. So
no salsa dancing. Yeah. So apparently they're going to be attacking teams are going to be scrutinized a lot more heavily. Apparently, according to reports. And so if you're a defender, just fall down, I guess. I don't know. We're going to have to, and like I said, the first game, like Mexico, South Africa, I guess I don't know if they're going to do much grappling. We'll have to wait till,
the Mexicans, from what I've seen, they like a bit more diving. So,
a bit more salsa, as you say, in the box. Yeah, so we'll see. But yes, number 9 was red cards for certain behaviors. Yeah, so leaving the field, you mentioned that one. So covering your mouth is a straight red. Like if you are talking to another player with your mouth closed, you better be careful. You better make sure it's not like a charged situation. You know what I'm saying? Best not to just don't even talk to the other team. Just don't even give the ref an opportunity,
Oh, just don't do it with your mouth.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Not take any more penalties like he takes. Just hit the ball once, man.
He can't celebrate. That's funny. And once again, infrared. So if you don't, it's another thing. If you're not,
JT, I've got a question for you. Are you American? By the way?
No, he's from Slovakia, I thought, or else he lives in Slovakia.
He's European. Yeah. Okay.
This one's interesting too. So, I mean, this is not new, but it's still going to be there. If you go off the field, if the trainer comes on the field, you have to go off.
Yep.
And you have to spend a minute off the field. That one's kind of new this season.
The only one is the keeper, because the exception is the goalkeeper. That's the only one.
Yeah. And then, of course, hydration breaks. Every single game are going to have hydration breaks.
Bro, when I was watching, I was at the USA Senegal game, man. Like that, I mean, it feels so random when it happens. Like you're playing the flow, and they're like, squeak, and you're like, what's going on? Oh, this is a mandatory. And they do it in the stadium. Like they announce it in the stadium that it's a mandatory hydration break. You're like, but I don't know.
You guys are American, so I've got to ask you. I was reading on the news here about the balls not bouncing as much. I know Senegal were actually.
Oh no, that's the field. That's due to the field.
It's because our fields are shit.
Right. Okay. So
they're for American football.
Oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be a spectacle then.
Yeah, I've seen those.
What was you thinking about JT? Because JT made a comment. What you think about?
No. Because I asked if he was American or not. I wasn't 100% sure because in regards to who's going to be rooting for in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Probably Slovakia is who I would have to imagine. He's cheering for in the World Cup. Yo, they made it, didn't they? Let me see. I'm pretty sure they made it. They didn't make it. Damn it.
He doesn't have a horse in the race.
They didn't make it.
Fair enough.
I thought they did. Nope, never mind. Anyway, there's 50 teams in the tournament. It's hard to keep up with everybody. Here he is right here. Yeah. But obviously he'll be cheering for England, right? He wants Saka and Eze and Rice and to do well. So he's an Arsenal fan, of course. But
I shared my tinfoil pick I picked England, right? I think France will win it, but my tinfoil pick is England.
Yeah, you showed me that.
No,
Nez
I think
thinks it's coming home.
I think you need to start changing that tinfoil.
My tinfoil has been right all year. What do you mean?
That is fair.
That is fair, but I don't think so for the World Cup. That's
Hey, man.
I'm hoping you're right.
I thought when I watched USA Senegal play, I'm like, man, Senegal's going to wipe the floor with them. USA immediately scored. I'm like, oh, well, what the hell is this? And then Mane got his brace, but overall, I mean, the USA looked kind of decent.
I think that is the perfect segue into our Team USA section of the pod here, and I just want to share a little something. My buddy Brian, shout out Brian, who was here in the very beginning of the podcast 4 years ago when we did the preview to the Qatar World Cup at the beginning. He sent this in and said, if I can't make it, this is my opinion on.
Yes.
All right, I have not seen this, so I want you
to watch this. I need to see your reaction.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm ready. I'm gonna even make my screen full so I can see it.
Let me share the right screen here.
I'm ready. What is this? I'm looking for it. Let's see what this is because I have no idea what this is.
Yes, Brian sent this in. He said this is his reaction to what he wants us to play.
And I'm being straight-faced when I say this. I'm literally not even kidding. Now, you might be asking me, Luke, you're just glazing America. Why do you think the U.S. men's national team is going to win the World Cup? I got one answer for you. Name a team that has a player like Weston McKennie. Oh, wait, bro. Guess what? You won't find one. Juventus star Weston McKennie is better than any midfielder on your team. I'm telling you that right now. Him combined with Pulisic. Bro, you think opposing strikers are getting by Tim Ream? Like, you're out of your mind. They're not getting stopped this year, and they're going to win the entire damn thing.
All right. Team USA. Yeah, I did leak the DMs there, didn't I? Team USA. Come on, baby. We're going all the way. Absolutely going all the way.
That's how bad your reaction is that. I take it you don't agree, Des.
No, I do not. Oh, okay. So
you don't agree.
I saw a video where they were showing like the people outside of Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte when they were showing like the USA Ultras and they were playing the chants and people were commenting. It was like, this is the best America has to give. Here's the funny thing. I didn't send this to you guys in the group chat because my brain was thinking it. So I'm walking to the stadium, right? Because Jake, you park down the street and walk in, and I'm looking and I'm seeing American stuff everywhere, which was fine. But then it was literally like people who had just like random USA shirts on. It wasn't like a football thing at all. It was just like the dude across the street off the lawn. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what this is. Then I got to the thing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm American, proud to be American. I'm a little uncomfortable at the people that are in here who clearly look like, and I don't judge people by their looks, but your gear kind of tells something about you knowing what you're going into in the game. And I'm like, these people don't know nothing about football at all. No. And they were just chanting USA, and it was really random. And the stadium was randomly shooting off red, white, and blue flares. And I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this? Like, this is not how football game. Okay, they was treating it like it was an American football game instead of like a soccer game. But hey man, I was really confused. I'm not lying to you. I was confused. Like the first score made it cool, and then it was just again. Hey man, I was born and raised here. I mean, I got an immigrant parent, but hey man,
so you don't agree with that? Weston McKenzie is the best, one of the best midfielders.
Hey, Weston McKennie. Get it right. Weston McKennie.
I do apologize.
He plays midfield sometimes for the 6th best team in Italy. You watch your mouth. Show some respect.
Hey, man. Pulisic had a fantastic assist for that first goal. You know, Des scored it. It was beautiful. I mean,
Pulisic is the only one I rate from your team.
And he's worth rating. He's a very good player. I mean, Des is pretty good. I mean, he scored. But I don't know how many. I don't know if Turkey the Fook You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Serginho Dest plays for AC Milan, or he used to. I think he plays for Ajax now.
well, he played for Barcelona for a little while too. So,
He did. He did indeed.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
And I could see Tim Ream handling the French team.
Tim Ream plays in the MLS, right?
Yeah.
Then
he played for Fulham. He played for Fulham for ages. He plays for Charlotte now. He's only 38 years old. Excuse me. And apparently at the moment the plan is to have Chris Richards from Palace as his center back partner, but Chris Richards obviously a long ass season with Palace, and he's had his injury issues. So I'm not even sure who we're going to put up as the next guy.
Turkey, Australia, and Paraguay.
This man's around, Jesus. None of the games are in Florida, sir.
Yeah. Our games are in Los Angeles and Seattle.
Now I will have a quick knock on the schedule, because I didn't look at the schedule where they literally, I mean, I get why they're doing it, but I didn't know there was games starting at midnight. Like, I had no idea.
No,
in England.
No. Here, Jake, I'm serious, man. On Sunday, June 14th, Australia plays Turkey at 12 a.m. because all the West Coast games are starting at 9, so it's prime time for them. Yeah, look at it, man. That literally Sunday, June 14th, Australia and Turkey plays at midnight.
What? That can't be right. I'm
staring at it. It's too cool. There's another one. Hold on. There's another one that
has to be wrong.
No, it's not. And then Austria plays Jordan on the 17th at midnight. Like, these are 9 o'clock kickoffs over there. Like, what are we?
What
man. Yeah, man.
I did not know this, but you guys are playing Germany on Saturday in the friendly.
I don't know how friendly that'll be, but yeah.
We're gonna get decimated. Look, I have a lot of See, this sucks. This sucks for like Asif and JT. Obviously, JT is 6 hours past me. You're 5 hours, Asif. So
I'm not that part. I'm not going to hate on, because when the World Cup was in Russia or Qatar.
Nah, the worst one was Korea. The worst one was Korea.
Yeah, man. So I mean, you got to deal with that. That part,
it was 3 a.m.s, 5 a.m.s. I remember.
But like
the host nation, we look at that midnight
at 6 a.m.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm only gonna catch like the games that are important games, and then the rest I'll watch.
Yeah, no, for sure. But like, we're in the host country. You got games starting at midnight.
That's dumb.
What?
That's absolutely dumb. But yeah, I think that as far as
someone's making a nice slice of money from that somewhere. So.
Oh, of course. As far as the USA,
we know who it is. Stop it. We know who it is.
As far as the USA team is concerned, though, our issue, jeez, no live viewers. So JT, I'm gonna have to do a watch along, aren't I? No.
Bro, we're not even gonna be awake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing?
Nah, definitely not. But I think as far as the USA team is concerned, our best players are all like injury doubts. I don't think Tyler Adams, who is for me the most important player on the team, is going to be able to go, especially if we play like we did versus Senegal. So that's kind of my only real topic discussion point here in this section is if we play like we did versus Senegal, we're going to fade really fast, and we're going to get absolutely wrecked by a team like Turkey, who have technical ability and the ability to counter quickly. So we're just going to try to play basketball. That's what that Senegal game was, right? Just balls to the wall, high press, high energy. And I get it. That's kind of America, USA's kind of go-to is just hard on your sleeve, passion first.
Turkey put up 4 the other day. They put up 4 on somebody the other day. They score.
Dude, yeah, we're not gonna the big potch. Yeah. So if we play like that, I think we're really, really going to struggle. We might blow Australia and Paraguay away. Like, we might be able to score some goals against them, but against teams who are very technically sound and are very comfortable just counterattacking on us.
So to the point, and
Lights
we'll get to some of the other countries. So based on what you said, what do you think, in your opinion, and like USA Football, the federation, what do you think the goal? Because there's one. I mean, yeah, they'll say out loud the goal is to win it, but like, what do you think their real goal is? What do you think the goal is for you and for them overall? Because if it's me, I'm saying I'm looking at the group: Australia, Paraguay, Turkey, and USA, right? And I'm sitting here looking, and then I looked at the thing I sent you all about the odds, right? So in Group D, USA is 37%, Turkey is 33%, Paraguay is 20%, and Australia is 10%, which means they think there's going to be a bunch of draws in here.
Who set those odds?
Oh, didn't I send this to you? I sent this to you.
Oh, yeah. That's ridiculous.
Well, it's the probabilities, but I look at that and I say, well, I think Turkey is going to win the group, so that means that you got to at least get a draw against Turkey, which I don't see, but that's what you got to get. But then Paraguay, and then Australia, maybe.
I think we can handle Australia. The one that's going to make or break the tournament for us, the group stage at least, is do we beat Paraguay? They're going to be a fast team that is going to go blow for blow with us, and if we don't have our scoring boots, we could be in trouble.
You guys, this is my tinfoil moment. You guys are gonna get through.
We'll get through. I think we will at least.
The orange man in the house, in the White House, will ensure that you get through by hook or by crook.
I think
there's money involved.
At the very least, we'll at least be one of the top 32 teams. We should be JT. We should be JT, but you can never be too sure where USA is concerned.
Kind draw, just put it that way. You had a very kind draw.
We did get a kind draw, and I'm actually happy about it. I'm happy that Turkey is last, so that we can already know what we need to do when we go to play against Turkey, and maybe just
you could basically
not get destroyed.
That's
what I'm saying.
Is Paraguay first? Is that right? Yeah, Paraguay.
We play Paraguay first, on June 12th. So
that really sets the tone. They win that one, they should be all right. If they don't win that one, boy, oh boy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can't just write Australia off. We can't just be like,
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you got to win that first one.
Yeah, so it's a tough road for US, of course.
Ours is totally different. So we're playing. Wow,
JT, really, bro? Really?
Hey man, there's news about what's going on in New Jersey with ice and stuff like that. So I mean, he's joking, but stuff like that is actually happening.
They could technically put some pressure on him before he's here. But we got Croatia first game.
So that's what you're saying, Asif, is that's how the orange man, as you call him, is going to make sure we USA gets through.
He's not.
All of a sudden,
he's not past doing that.
Ice raids Paraguay's hotel, and then a couple of days later, ice raids Australia's hotel, and then a couple of days later, ice raids Turkey's hotel.
Well, here's the funny thing about that. If we're being honest, if those guys are kind of walking in the streets, and I'm talking about the Paraguay players and the Turkey players, I mean, you don't know you don't know they're like, because football players are like normal looking people,
right?
So you never know, right? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist in that way that's going to happen, but I mean, you've seen some policing that goes like that, so it's possible.
That's going to be a big talking point this summer.
Raid at 1:00 at night.
That's going to be a huge talking point this summer as well, and I do expect. Whatever ICE does, I do expect there to be some sort of something that happens with him at somewhere.
They're at all the stadiums, man. So that's a huge
bro.
That's hilarious. You just got to do the haircut, like you got to do the Vanilla Ice haircut.
Like I said, Nez, my tinfoil hat's there. 32. The team's in the 32. You guys.
Oh my God. France decimate Ghana in the first game or whoever they're playing, and all of a sudden, Elise and Mbappe are deported.
Hey man, so Asif for like England, man. That like you got.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghana and Croatia are some interesting. I mean,
segues are weird. Let's do it.
Wait, I won't throw Panama away. So England's goal has to be same question as to Jake. Like, what do you think England's like potential is? But and then I mean, I won't even pretend. I'm pretty sure that the FA is like winning.
Gunning for first spot. That's against a Croatia team that are in transition. They're not the same team they were in the.
Right.
Modric.
I was actually about to. I think I saw a meme about Modric, Kramaric, Kovacic, and all these old dudes that are going to be back.
They're all going to be back.
Kovacic and Gvardiol are there.
Yep. Luka Modric, even Perisic. Perisic is 900 years old, man. Kramaric is there. Pasalic.
No, Modric he's done pretty well in the.
He's in Serie A, right?
In Serie A, yeah, but.
Because it's Luka Modric, because he's a god, but
his game's never really been based on speed. He's
he should be fine. I'm not. He's sort of like the Pirlo of Croatia.
Yeah.
But I do think we should have enough to get past them. The England team are like.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. Croatia are a tournament team, bro. They turn it on.
That's the thing, and England sometimes we don't turn up.
Hey man. Well, and was it you who sent me the thing? Somebody sent me a thing with the English getting to the United States and feeling that heat.
Yeah.
Man.
What hell? No, actually it makes sense. It's smart though. It's smart that they are training in Florida right now. They're because they're going to move to Kansas City on July 13th.
The heat's not bad there like that. No, that's fine.
Right, but they're like wanting to train down in Florida right now, right? Because they want to go ahead and get get kind of accustomed to it or whatever, you know.
Well, you know the funny thing is I'm looking at their games. Their first game is in Dallas. Their second game is in where's the second one at? Boston.
They've done it right as far as
Dallas, Boston, and New York. Like they're not going anywhere that's like super hot. Dallas is domed. Dallas is going to be domed, so they won't have to deal with weather there. So it's just Boston, which I mean I'm pretty sure that's the Patriot Stadium or I guess New England Field, since you can't say whatever it is. And then New York.
It's not Gillette. It's not Gillette anymore.
All the stadiums had their sponsorship names moved. Like you can't say that they're not. It's New York Stadium, Boston. They did that to all of Atlanta.
That is.
You didn't know about that because they like the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. It's called Atlanta. They got rid of no sponsorship names or even being and none of the labeling of anything.
FIFA's doing way too much, man. Way too much.
Actually playing Costa Rica in Florida, so that's going to be on the 10th.
Yep. But
when is that game?
Like, none of their games are there.
That's just a friendly on the 10th.
All their games are in like fairly moderate.
That's got to be soon though, right? That's got to be like
the 10th.
So
it's the 10th.
This weekend.
Yeah, because it's next Wednesday because they play New Zealand on Saturday.
That's awesome.
I'm sure.
I think we're not going to be doing too much this World Cup. I'm not going to lie. I don't have the best feeling when it comes to England's.
I think it's coming home. I think it's coming home.
There's the jinx in it, man. I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie. I hope for the best, but I'm expecting the worst.
Using the same odds things that I shared with you before. England is at 69%. Croatia's at 22%. Ghana is at 8%, and Panama is at 1%.
So who do you think? So it's going to be Gahey and Konsa, right? You don't think Stones is going to be getting a lot of time?
Nah, Stones is going to be a backup.
He's there for mental leadership and stuff like that.
Yeah, this would be wild as well. So you do think it's going to be Mark Gahey and Ezra Konsa as your middle, your two middle pair? Perry. Yeah.
Where he
My question is what they're gonna do like with the midfielders, because he's like England has always had really solid midfielders, and then they either play guys together who don't play. Like we know notoriously Lampard and Gerrard always played together because they were named, but they should have never played together because of how the team was set up. So what does the midfield look like?
The midfield, Rice definitely.
They rejected £100 million for Elliot Anderson. What are they doing? Marinakis is wild, bro. Marinakis is wild. But yeah, it's what's really going to tell on England's tournament is who plays in that midfield. Obviously, it's Declan Rice.
Declan Rice is just like a shoe.
It's Jude is in the team, right?
Yeah, but I'm not so certain that he's going to be.
Anderson.
I think we lost him there.
Well, because I'm trying to think. Well, who's their midfield then? Like that's confusing to me because I don't know who's going to play in their midfield.
So the strongest for me would be Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, and
he'll be.
And Asif's coming in and out, of course. We'll get him back up. There he is. You back? You good?
Yeah. What's the midfield, man?
So it's probably Bellingham, Rice, and Eze?
It'll be.
Right, well, JT said Bellingham and Rice don't like each other. See, this is where England really fumbles the ball. Because Hey, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that win games, man. Hey, Madrid and Barcelona couldn't stand each other. They won a World Cup, man. Win the games, man.
They won three tournaments back. They won 3 tournaments back to back.
What are we doing, man? Win the damn tournament, man.
It depends. He's been playing Anderson in the midfield past couple of games. So
yeah, I don't know. Y'all got to tell me on that one.
I think it's going to depend on what you do versus New Zealand and whoever. Costa Rica.
Because Saka's starting on the right? I would guess Saka's starting on the right. Who's on the left?
The only real spots that are like kind of confusing is who's playing left. Maybe I would say probably Marcus Rashford, and who's playing the creative attacking role in the center, and who are the outside backs.
It'll be Rice, Bellingham in midfield, maybe Wharton, maybe Elliott.
Who's the 10?
And then it'll be judging.
It's gotta be Eze for me.
Is Eze? So Eze starts at the 10 with Rice and Bellingham.
For me,
it'll be Eze probably.
That's the debate, isn't it?
That's the debate. That's the thing. We don't know what shape it could be. Declan Rice, Anderson. It could be Bellingham, Rodgers. Because
here's the giant issue. If nobody's giving Harry Kane the ball, you have a giant issue because the guy scores. And he shows up in games, so it's not like he doesn't not show up. So who's giving him the ball?
For me, it has to be it has to be Eze or Morgan Rogers.
I'd probably be
Rogers has been on a heater, man. So
from what I've been seeing, it'll be more likely Rogers. Rogers has been playing a bit more games than Eze recently. So
would they stick Eze on the wing?
Eze
not with the who they have available. Not with Gordon and Rashford and not with all those guys available. I think Elliot Anderson will probably swap time with Bellingham.
Yeah, I think Eze will probably be coming off the bench. I don't think he'll be.
All I know is they need creativity because, hey, man, like you better get it now and figure that out because they have a good team.
I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do versus New Zealand, and then definitely what they do versus Costa Rica, because you never know with coaches and how they approach the warm-up games. Are we going to see at what point of either game are we going to see what Tuchel is going to start with, and will we see?
Well, you got to play them in one game. They got 2 games. They got to play them in one of them.
He's gonna have to pay our starting 11 in one of the 2 games. So
you would think, right? You would think.
Man, you gotta have a creator in there, man. Like literally, you must have a creator.
But Kane does like to come back and help with the creation,
but that's also connected to like what he's had to do in teams, right? But then he had guys who can like, what's up, Ali? That's where you have guys doing wing stuff.
Ali.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's been chopping and changing in the.
Well, you need to find an 11, man.
For sure.
I'm sure he's got some sort of plan that he'll.
So, are we expecting Nico O'Reilly to play left back?
Yeah, I'm expecting O'Reilly to be left back.
You think he starts?
And Livramento on the other side?
No.
Who does right back?
James
Reece James.
He's gonna start?
No way.
If
I thought he was injured.
Available, yeah, he'll start.
Nah, he was in training. I saw him in training.
Yeah. He
used to
play for two Chelsea previously. He knows him really, really well.
Because I don't even think he played in the last Chelsea game because they was like, hey, man, England. England.
I think Reece James, anytime he's been fit, he's been starting for England. So I think that's probably he's going to be the starting right back.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. So it'll probably be James,
Why
Gay,
he do
Konsa.
Trent like that, man? Now, why he do Trent like that? We already know the answer about Trent. That's wrong. Don't do Trent like that. Because, hey, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's going to be our starting. Yeah.
Jake agrees with you, sir.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, if Reece can be healthy, I think he's a good option, of course.
Yeah, he's a fantastic right back if he's healthy.
Yeah, I do think so, and I think he'll probably start if he's fit.
There's a lot of decisions to make. Looking at this lineup,
I don't think Palmer should be played.
Yeah, but Trent ain't in the team, man, because Tuchel's busy taking Trent here. Yeah.
So Livramento, we'll probably see Livramento at some point.
He's had a great season. I think he's been doing well.
I'm interested to see. Yeah, I can agree with this, Ali. I'm interested to see if and when Ivan Toney plays, or if it's just going to be Harry Kane the whole tournament.
Come off the bench. He's going to come off the bench. He's going to be the batting.
I think if England has it sealed up in 2 games, he'll start the third one. I'd say that. Just to give Kane like the rest. Unless they're going sending Kane for like Ballon. Hey, and we being honest, Ballon d'Or matters. And I think I know we skipped a lot of it. And, Jake, you know how I feel, but we have a feeling about, the politics of Ballon d'Or. But we also, and I'm glad I actually came to my mind, the politics of Ballon d'Or is absolutely going to be in play in this World Cup. Because there's no clear-cut person. There's no clear-cut Ballon d'Or.
Right.
For this England starting 11, when you mention, I think Kane's gonna start. He'll just come off the bench as a battering ram unless we've got everything sewn up by then. Then I might give Kane a rest for the third game if everything's sewn up by that time. But
looking at the names, I've got the squad list pulled up here. It has to be Rashford on the left.
Yeah,
I think
especially the form he's in.
I would be shocked. I would be the only other true out and out left winger is Anthony Gordon.
Hey, the Barcelona, that
Barcelona. Morgan Rogers, maybe
he can. But I think it will most likely. I agree with you. It'll most likely be.
And JT, if that happens with Dembele, I got nothing. I got nothing on that because. Just know how I feel about after the Holland Messi thing. I was like,
I'm just gonna say something, and look. Let's be honest.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad Ali said it. I'm sorry, but hey, Asif, answer. Why is Henderson in the team? Why hey man, Cole. You need to create a Cole Palmer was sitting there. Like, what are we doing? Why is he in the team?
What about Levi Colwill?
Like, why are they in the team?
Harry Maguire.
What? No, but the Henderson one, was just like.
Are they going to play?
Why is he in the team?
Is Henderson going to play?
I have no idea.
No.
I'm not even about him.
He's not going to play.
But yeah,
that'd be so sad.
I think it's some sort of I have no idea. I don't even understand the rationale between. Apart from the leadership aspect, I don't understand any of a rationale for having Henderson.
Well, it's like Ali said, just be the assistant goalkeeper coach or something. Just you know what I mean.
But think about it. We were talking about playmakers. So you left playmakers out for Henderson?
Yeah, This is the point, JT. Henderson will be doing the water breaks. Yeah.
Why?
Just to give him a go team.
Players.
Go team.
But yeah, it is what it is. I don't understand the rationale. You're the one who said they might win the World Cup. I very much doubt it.
Hey man, if he finds the formula, they're good enough to win. I'm gonna just be honest about that. They're good enough to win.
Let's be honest. Yeah, if it was in Europe, the French sent their third team out, and we sent our first team
don't
out.
Do that.
The French third team will probably win.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
the England players are good enough, man. Don't do that.
I'm being a realist here, Des. Yeah.
No, come on, man. Don't act like England is garbage. Come on, man.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm a realist.
France's third team won't England.
You'll win this group. You'll at least win that group.
Yeah,
You're definitely gonna win that group.
No, we're not winning no World Cup. Let's be honest about it. Yeah?
Hey man,
unless
I'm gonna need you to believe, damn it. Hey, if we can be delusional like the kid in the video, I need you to be English and delusional too.
Yes, I've had so many years of being English and delusional. I've lost faith.
Hey, you know for a fact X is texting me, telling me it's coming home. You know how Xavier gets around the World Cup.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I really don't. I really do think it's between the French and the Spanish. Yeah, I can't see anyone else winning it.
I don't know, man. When you think of top teams in this tournament,
maybe a dark horse, maybe the Japanese.
You just said the Japanese, bro. You have a better shot than Japan. Come on.
Hold on, Paul. I'll be right back.
Really
the Japanese.
I think I'm not saying they're going to win it, but I was saying they could go quite far in the tournament.
Yeah.
Another.
Naz is going to England, Croatia. Ali.
Morocco is another one. Maybe Don Ancelotti can pull a. That's another one that people are not taking, but his experience is something else, and he might have some master plan. I don't. Germans, I never count out in the World Cup for nothing.
Yeah, they're going to be tough.
Yeah. So.
JT. That's amazing. Ali is backing the Dutch. It's going to be interesting.
Did you see the result today, Ali?
Yeah, they lost to Algeria. I don't know how the warm up's not going so great.
And that was with more or less their full strength
for the men in orange. But I think the England has a great shot. Hopefully that penalty curse doesn't come back around. But
I think maybe quarterfinals. And I'd be happy with that. I'm going to be a realist. People say yes, England. On paper, yes, we have a good team. When it comes to actual performances in tournaments, it's a totally different thing. So,
what did the Dutch do to them, man? Are you hate watching to see?
Because Arne Slot is Dutch.
I'm happy. The man's gone.
Why does it matter anymore?
I know we were talking about the World Cup, but let me get this in. The man is gone. We got hopefully we get Areola in, one of the best managers of the Premier League season. I think no one can say he hasn't done a good job at Bournemouth.
For sure.
Hopefully he brings Krupi with him, even better. And they've been picking that team off. I know Senesi, he's gone to the Spuds. He's got on a free transfer there. So yeah, we'll.
You know the funny thing that Ali said is true. Southgate did get you guys deep in tournaments. He never finished them, but he got you deep.
No, but Southgate understood the mentality. He used to be an England player himself, so he understood the Manchester clubs didn't like the Liverpool players, etc. But he used to try to make them interact with when they were in the England squad, etc., etc. So that's going to be a thing now. Now they all come together, and how Tuchel is going to handle that. we'll see. I don't think he.
No, overall, really quickly, like what is your about? Like, I mean, Jake and I probably can give the quickest evaluation of Pochettino as a U.S. national team manager. He sucks, but for Tuchel, what's your sort of verdict on him so far?
So far, jury's still out yet. I can't.
That's not good.
Serbia was a good result. Rest, we should be beating them. So I can't really tell about anything else. I'm not gonna go into it until I see them in competitive action. There's a lot of I know they say it was competitive, the qualifiers. I don't personally think so. When they actually start the first couple of games, then I can give an evaluation, because there's been so many
He talking about Pochettino, right?
And don't be doing Savinho like that, man. I don't even understand why he's being linked to Spurs, like their most important player.
Hey man, I didn't know him and Javi Simmons played together.
Where did Poch make his name?
London.
Where did Pochettino get his claim to fame?
And by the way, don't be doing Savinho like that, because he's like the most talented player at Manchester City, and they're talking about getting rid of him, which is an injustice.
Hashtag justice for Savinho not making the Brazil squad. That's an absolute disgrace.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's an absolute and utter disgracia.
Yes, I absolutely think so. They took Neymar, who's got basically one good leg, and
And
I can't believe it.
Sorry?
Neymar on one leg and a walker is better than Savinho.
Oh my God. Well, speaking of Neymar and walkers, what do we think of Brazil's chances?
They were showing like the stats, and they're like, "Hey, Brazil is XYZ." I don't see it. I don't. They not look good to me. They got Carlo there with vibes or whatever, but I don't get it. Like there's nothing been impressive about the Brazil team that I've seen at any point since he's been the manager, man. Like they've been unimpressive and this has been like for like what, the last 3 international competitions. They haven't looked good at all.
I think Don Carlo will pull it out when he counts. He's got the experience. He's got.
Yeah, but this ain't the same.
Yeah, I know. I understand, but the guy knows. He's not going to be putting out. He's not going to be showing everything that he's got in his friendly.
Well, here's why. Like the Don Carlo thing misses with me, because he managed at Everton, and at Everton they were like, So I don't know, man. I hear you. I'm respecting his resume and I'm respecting the aura, because he looks like the coolest guy, old guy ever. But I'm struggling because he went to Everton, didn't make Everton better, right? And then he left and went to Madrid or whatever. But hey, man, I'm struggling with club managers being good international managers. I'm really struggling with that.
They should win the group, though. It's Morocco.
They should win the group.
Yeah, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland.
Yeah, man. And what are the odds here? Because since I've been just looking at friggin' odds the whole time, right?
Brazil are 800. Yeah.
Now Morocco is going to be like
Morocco is going to be a hard game. Morocco's going to be a hard game, but I think Don Carlo is like Enrique.
John Savvy man works. I like it.
John Savvy man.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, don't count out Haiti now. Don't count out the Haitians, bro. That's never mind.
No, come on, man.
Morocco is going to be a good one. Morocco
will be tough.
Morocco will be tough, but I think Don Carlo's been done. Now he's getting serious after all that partying.
Yeah,
and, he'll be
Hey, big up Kieran Tierney over at Scotland. By the way, Scotland ain't going to be pushovers.
Hey, man, according to these odds, Brazil 76, Morocco 17, Scotland 8, and Haiti 1. Now, mind you mentioned party, Asif. Well, the United States is celebrating its 250th anniversary. John Carlo might find a reason to party like it's 19 whatever or 2000 whatever or 3000. I don't know.
Like I say, is Scotland are just going to look. Let's be honest. Last time they beat, I don't even remember. I don't know if you guys remember the last time they actually played Brazil in a competitive game. But when they did, they absolutely just kicked the shit out of them. And I expect Scotland did. They actually like ripped the big Ronaldo, the fat Ronaldo. They actually ripped his tights, his shorts. Sorry.
I remember that actually in 1998. Yeah.
Yes, there was a defender called Colin Henry.
Holy shit! Didn't Brazil play Morocco in that group stage as well? They did. It was a 3-0 win. I remember. I have it on the VHS tape.
Yes. Yeah. So I think so. He did play him at that, but I wasn't sure if it was a group stage. But yeah. So.
JT, I have no idea what's going on in Haiti, bro.
I
don't have the first damn clue.
JT, there are so many unstable governments. There's stuff going on in Hungary. There's stuff. Colombia got some weird election stuff going on right now. There's a lot of things in South and Central America, El Salvador. Democracy really is on the books right now, or it's continued existence. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Well, speaking of Colombia, apparently they are one of the healthiest teams coming into the tournament.
Yeah. Now the funny thing about that team is that obviously James is the heart and soul, and
he's back.
The funny thing about it is that when national team James is a different dude. Like he's like in basketball worlds, he's hoodie mellow. And hey man, the Hungary stuff is crazy what I've read in the news about that. But and Lucho Diaz, absolutely amazing. What my concern is when I watched Colombia play France is Lucho takes it super seriously. Like he knows this is his window. And there's guys around him that are not necessarily taking it serious because they're going to have I'm pretty sure Luis Suarez is going to be just their starting striker. And that's not true. That's not true. I said national team James. I'm not talking about club team James. Go ask.
Yeah, we're not talking about his Minnesota Thunder.
No, we're not talking about it. That's why I literally prefaced it with national team James. National team James is normally on it, and this World Cup is literally the swan song for like at least 20 like iconic national team players.
Yeah, bro. David Ospina is still the keeper.
Now, he's not the starter. He's not the starting keeper because they're starting.
Oh, he's not starting.
I'm just
no. This is the guy who started for the Copa America.
Montero or Vargas?
Vargas.
I'm just surprised Duran didn't get a place.
That's a big one. Yeah, John Duran is not there.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he lost his spot for Suarez because Suarez wasn't in the team last time.
No, but they've got like other ones like Hernandez. Why Cucho Hernandez? Why is he playing when Duran could play? That's my.
Hey man, yeah. Colombia is a very interesting thing because you know the vibes around the national team is always like but they have a little bit of England in them where they're like cautiously negative. Where they're like, the worst is going to happen. And like literally there's 20 swan songs going on right now. 20 swan songs World Cup.
I agree. Based on this squad list, it's definitely going to be Lucho and Suarez to start.
Yep.
Best Asian country is probably Japan, if I had to guess. Or South Korea.
Well, hold on, because Asia spans the whole from the east to the west. Hold on, let's look at all of Asia.
Yeah, no, there's some good ones, but it'll probably be Luis Diaz and Luis Suarez. I think Jefferson Lerma is probably a shoe-in for that starting lineup.
Yeah,
they got some interesting defenders: Davinson Sanchez, Daniel Munoz.
Richard Rios will start if he's
Richard Rios will probably start.
He's their sixth, so yeah, he'll start there. And
I
don't know. But I mean, I think they can make a run. If I'm looking at their group, they're in the group with now. Their last group game is against Portugal, and when I tell you cinema, it's in Miami. When I say cinema, that's gonna be a movie. I'm telling you, that one's gonna be a movie.
Yes, I know.
That's gonna be a movie.
That's gonna be that's gonna be a game and a half.
That's gonna be a movie.
I
will be watching that. I ain't going there, but I'll watch.
That's gonna be like a home game.
The best Asian team is probably Japan. Yeah, Uzbekistan is they're kind of like an unknown quantity because they're bringing like the youth team that won last season. It's like their whole youth team.
And they're all good upstarts.
Like,
last year, not last season. Last year, they won a youth cup or something, and they're bringing like that whole team. It's led by Kusanov.
Yeah, man.
Of course. So as far as Asian teams, yeah, it's probably the Japanese or probably. They got a tough group though: Netherlands, Sweden, and Tunisia.
Hey, but you know another group that's going to be interesting is the Group I: France, Iraq, Norway, and Senegal.
Oh, bro, that Norway-France game is going to be
Senegal. Senegal.
I think Senegal are going to. Yeah, Ali just said it. I think Senegal might surprise a few people.
Hey, man. My buddy down in Charlotte was like, hey, Mane is going to score a brace and just leave. Literally scored a brace and left against the United States. Like, hey, I'm good. Mane is on one. And obviously Norway and Holland, like I think Odegaard will play well. And I think Bob will probably be like, Bob. Hey, but France, man. Now let's go back to your third team. First team is playing now. Woo!
Yeah, man. And don't forget though, for Senegal, Nico Jackson.
But he's been good. Like he's been good. Like I
said, they can not even the third team. Look, if they get serious, they might even take the second team out. There's levels. There's levels to this. There's levels to this.
But
yeah, I think France is by far clearing away the favorite.
Yeah.
So
even though I'm being honest about this because people are not really talking about that. Senegal they're really good.
I agree with that.
And Group J is an interesting group because you got Algeria who's going to be good, and you got Argentina who's long in the tooth, but they might get some.
I think Austria might shock some people too.
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a very interesting group, man.
They qualified via the play-in or whatever, and they were very stout defensively. They look like a unit, man. Yeah, Nico Jackson is playing for Senegal.
He's a starting striker. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Argentina and Algeria, I reckon. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I agree with Ali. No.
I'm saying this, and this is not hating. I just think I don't know. I mean, I think I'm confident Argentina will make it through the group, but I don't know if they'll like control the group like we think.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. But I think they will because
like we think.
As you know, as we said, it's going to be a Ronaldo Messi thing. That's going to be happening.
Okay, we can officially say it now. Hey, look here, FIFA. This guy, look here. I'm gonna do the Stephen A. Smith. Don't love him a ton, but I'm looking directly in the camera. Hey, man, you got one job this World Cup. You have one job this World Cup. Kansas City, quarterfinals. Messi, Ronaldo. If you that up, then your corruption was for nothing.
Yeah,
you better make that game happen.
It was all for nothing. You have to
for nothing if you don't get that game.
Nah, Ali, France is definitely a clear favorite. No,
Ali. France
is definitely the clear favorite. But also another group that's going to be tough, and it looks on the surface like Spain will just run that group. But nah, man, Group H, Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. I think Saudi are going to be a dark horse in that group. They're going to be tough to beat.
Uruguay is like slept on.
Yeah.
No. I think Spain will send the second team out as well. They will well. You can't mess with Spain.
Yeah, that's what Argentina said. That's what Argentina said at the beginning of the last World Cup, and they got beat, homie. They got beat.
Now,
Spain are more favorites than France.
You got to understand, Jake, where they were playing.
Yeah, they are. Well, to Ali's point, Spain is a more favorite.
Not Qatar.
That's true. No, that's true. Saudi Arabia is right next to Qatar. Yeah, I hear that.
Hey, a question. So I'm looking at Group A, and I'm being honest. Does Czechia? Jesus Christ, I can't talk. You know what I'm saying?
Ali, this is why Konate is in the third team.
Does Mexico dominate that group? Because I can see South Korea being decent, and I can see
no, they don't.
No, Mexico.
I'm not talking about dominating. Do you think it's an easy group for them?
No. God, no.
I don't.
Mexico are trash.
Mexico will get through.
I don't know if they get out.
Mexico are trash, Asif. Have you not seen any Mexico games recently? They're trash, dude.
And they're at home.
But they're at home. I think just the home advantage will get them through.
I think Switzerland are definitely going to come second in their group with Canada, Bosnia, and Qatar.
Canada. This is second host nation. Canada with Bosnia, Canada.
Canada is going to be tough. Canada, yeah, that group.
I don't know if they get out either.
That's I think Switzerland win that group. Switzerland. I mean, unless Edin Dzeko on his last leg, can do something for Bosnia.
Switzerland are playing well. Did they actually? Did they play?
I think Czechia might win that group. South Korea will probably be tough to beat, but Mexico are not great, man.
Coming in second, so I'm like, hey, man, is it possible? As I throw history out, that none of the host teams make it out? Now, again, I think the United States will make it out. But what if none of the host teams make it into the knockouts?
It's only happened once. Last tournament.
The orange man will not allow that to happen. So that's my.
Hey man! All I know, again, I'm saying, yes.
No. The FIFA president will be, as you know, he's very best buddies with that guy. He'll be making sure. Ref.
Hey, JT said, "Hey man, that Yugoslavia block, the
Czechoslovakia.
No love. The whole Russian bloc, the former Soviet bloc. Like, hey, done.
I still hate Czech Republic because of Pavel Nedved and the 2006 debacle. 3-0 over the United States to open that tournament, and Nedved stole a freaking Ballon d'Or. But anyway,
Infantino. He'll be on the phone to him saying, "Look, be talking to your referee. Make sure my team is in the last 30."
Sure. In that phone call, I better make sure that Kansas City has Messi and Ronaldo, because I don't care what time it could be.
As long as it makes him money, as long as it makes him money, then yes.
I don't care about his money. I need that game. This is the last time we're gonna see that.
Yeah, because you need that. You need that game. He needs that cash.
Well, do you know what the money on that game will be? It'll be insane.
Insanity.
That's why. That's the reason why it's gonna happen.
If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be very disappointed in them.
So, not really. Just check. We have quite thoroughly. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, cool.
Couple of groups that, on the surface, probably just going to be walkovers. Germany, Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador.
Yeah, Germany going to whoop them. Germany, you might as well just give them the spot now.
Is Ivory Coast any good these days? I'm not sure.
I don't know who's on their team. Their golden generation is gone.
Yeah. They're mid in Africa at the moment.
They had a great golden generation, mind you, but it's gone.
And then Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. Come on, man.
De Bruyne might have like a Fulfillian assist in the
De Bruyne is going to have a field day in that one. The orange man is pressing the button.
Egypt are pretty handy. With Salah.
Did you see this one, Nez?
Oh, God. I wish, man.
Why not?
Play the Michael Jackson song, right?
You might as well have a football game instead of bombing people. You might just have it out on a football pitch. Why not?
Jesus, man.
And then the only other real group, and this might possibly be the group of death. If England, Ghana, Croatia is not the group of death with Panama, then Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia certainly is.
Woo!
New Zealand have big Chris Wood. Drogba's still there for Cote d'Ivoire. No, but Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia probably they're going to have to keep up. But other than that, that's going to be a tough group.
Not only that, like teams, because of the third place thing, when they win, they're going to win. Like they're going to 5 teams. Hey, man.
Goal difference is going to be big.
I'm dropping 4 on you if I can every time.
Goal difference is going to be big. Absolutely.
Every time I'm dropping 4.
Yeah, man.
True.
Definitely. So you got half of the Bodo Glimt team with Anthony Alenga and Victor Gyökeres up top for Sweden.
Yep.
So that should be fun. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on big Gyökeres group of pictures. Yeah, big up Michael Jackson just to be reincarnated into the Burnley manager. Yeah.
Or something.
But the only one we haven't touched in on, I guess, we touched in on Portugal versus Colombia, but Congo and Uzbekistan, I do think Kulusevski made the Sweden squad. I think he do. All I do is win. Yeah.
That's what they're playing.
Uzbekistan is going to be an unknown quantity, I think, and their young team, obviously led by Mr. Kusanov in defense. But yeah, Portugal should walk this one.
I'm happy DR Congo they found a way to get their Lumumba into the country, because I'm all about that right there. Just stand,
for real.
Just be Lumumba in, because that's what I'm talking about, man.
And Jake,
that is rough.
I have to say something. I know it's not about the World Cup, but I need to say this, get this off my chest. I know Nez was playing devil's advocate last week, but in regards to Slot, but I'm so happy that ball git is gone. So I just have to, I have to.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? We actually have a chance now. You know,
I have no idea,
we were
JT.
playing the back end of that season, and I did tell you that, and I was like, "What are we watching the same games? Des? How can you be defending this guy?"
Hey man, I would just incorporate defending him.
And then I was actually saying to you, hopefully they have a end of season review, have a look at how shit they've been, and say, "Go on, do one." And luckily,
I don't think. Now, but you know the funny thing about that is, and just in all seriousness, based on how they let it run out, because there's no way they didn't see that during the season. It really means they really didn't want him. That's what it means. It really means they didn't want him. I mean, is that what y'all see? I feel like they didn't want him.
Yeah, it was just the fact that they didn't get Xavi when they had a chance, and I don't know why.
I don't think they wanted him, man. The way this played out. I don't think they wanted him.
I have a thing. I don't know. I don't know how it will play out, but I think he's a very good manager. The team that Crystal Palace played, Rayo, they were actually coached by Ariola first. He basically got them where they are now, which is on a very small transfer budget. So he's done really well, and that the manager now has basically built on what he built over there. So.
I don't know, man.
I think
he was.
I think he's a fantastic manager. Ariola. I know people when we were talking about managers of the season, and I've always said I love the way they play. Bournemouth have been playing this season, so we'll see. But I really do think it's going to be
dropping the bombs. Give him his Fabrizio stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, did we really think this was ever happening? Stop it. Well, the funny thing is, Asif, to your point, man, we talked about this in the chat a little bit, but I mean, you can address it here. Like, we're confused. I know I'm confused on why they only gave him a 2-year deal. Like, that's really only a 1-year deal.
It's odd, yeah. It's odd.
A 2-year deal that makes sense. Most of them, I think,
it could be. We till it's officially announced. It could be with an option for the 3rd year. It could be something.
Still, that's a very weird contract for a manager.
It is, but maybe there could be a variety of reasons why we don't know.
But I mean, like,
I know he wanted to go back to. There was rumors that he wanted to go back to Spain before the Liverpool.
But if that's the case, why? So you give him a 2-year deal, so then he's like, "Hey man, let me get my money and leave." Like hey man.
I don't know the inner workings, Nez. We don't know.
No, for sure. But I think that's
sure once they make the official announcement, they might give us more details.
Because 2 years means you're a stopgap.
But Fabrizio, I don't know. His information is normally correct, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
It's weird. I agree that it's a weird contract.
Because, like, look at it like this: in a 2-year contract, the first year. You don't even have your team. So that means the second year is your actual year of work. You're in a contract year that year?
He could be doing a pep. He could be doing a pep where he just wants not to do.
Nah, man. Pep's first contract was 4 years.
Yeah, but after that he was doing yearly, renewing really.
Yeah, but again, after 4 years, what
that's
did Pep
after
have?
Success. That's after success.
Pep had 3 successful years after that. Like you gave the man 2. If Pep had a 2-year contract, we never.
All I'm going to say is let's wait for the official announcement.
Yeah, but I think it's curious because of just the report that came out. That's weird. Which means that he might not even been there because I'm saying, okay, well, it feels like Xabi might not have been their guy, especially how they did it, or somebody really dropped the ball. But then you have you're the guy that you're supposedly bringing in who looks like a good manager. You only give him 2. So that means that are you waiting for somebody in that 3rd year? It really begs the question, what are you doing?
I agree.
Who knows? There'll probably be reasons behind everyone. No one's gonna. No one does anything without any reasons. I'm sure there's some sort of business reason behind it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I have not caught up, JT, on the Arsenal transfer stuff at the moment. I've been have my head down working on these World Cup shorts that I'm going to be releasing soon.
I know. Things he's not here today. I don't know why. The Manchester.
Arun.
Not here, but I know Edison from Atalanta. I know that's
yeah, Ederson from Atalanta is going to Man United. Yep, I did see that one.
And Dumfries, Real Madrid, 20 million euros. I think that's a really good signing. 20 million is.
I think it's good for Dumfries.
For 20 million euros for someone of his pedigree, is cheap compared to.
Yeah, man. If that's what the manager does as a thing, I still, and I'm saying this because, and
they took Konote, and I think that that actually works in our favor. If they're going to be paying him 250,000 a week, you guys go ahead and pay him 20.
Please.
And
I hope he's linked. I hope he's on the train. I hope he's already traveling there. I hope him and Javi have the Dragon Ball Z Fusion everything. Hey man, I wish you the best in London. Go enjoy the NFL games that'll be in your stadium.
I think he's gonna miss Man City too much. I think he's gonna refuse a transfer. Hopefully, so we can see the mercurial talents of Savio there next year. Hopefully, let's have our fingers crossed.
And if I'm being honest, I'm being 1,000% honest about this. I hope if he does go there, I hope he's good there. Like I do. I hope he's good there. I hope he's good somewhere.
Not at Man City.
Yeah. I hope that with that standstill goal, I'm sure he'll be a hit anyway.
This one really messes with me. Konate is almost being booed out of Liverpool, and so somehow he gets a Madrid contract. What?
Well, here's my thing that I think is interesting: is think about how many English, not English guy like nationality, but English team guys who played in England who go to the La Liga and they're good there. I think he's going to be good.
I've
yes, sir.
But have you noticed how many teams, players run their contracts down so they can actually sign for Real Madrid?
No, I do. And Madrid is absolutely...
I don't think it's happened so many times. I do not think it's a coincidence.
Not only so many times, it literally is their transfer policy. They don't pay money for people ever.
Exactly.
Ever.
Wow.
And I think they should be investigated for tapping players up. But
it's Madrid. Who's going to do something?
Who's going to rat on Madrid? Yeah, of course. It's
Madrid were the ringleaders of the damn Super League. Nobody's doing anything to Madrid.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up right there. It has been a good one. Of course, we will be covering every bit of the World Cup. Next week's show is going to be more of a kind of a review of yep, they are indeed, JT, that's true. Next week will kind of be about doing reviews for the games that are going on currently, the warm-up games and how that's going to change stuff. That's kind of where our angle will be coming from. And make sure you have the notification bell on, as well as liking and subscribing, because I will. Thank you so much, Ali. I appreciate that.
Hey, man,
because I will be coming out.
I don't do league predictions, but since the first World Cup game will be the day after us, I'm down to do predictions for World Cups because those don't matter to me at all.
All right, yeah, that sounds good. We can do a little prediction league for the World Cup. I like that. We'll get that going for next time as well. And make sure you're looking out for the World Cup shorts. I'm going to be putting out a video for each country. Of course, there's 48 of them, so I'm only about halfway done. But I will have those done by the time the tournament kicks off. It's hilarious.
Is gone, guys. That's all we need to know. I'm so happy that's been my week. So
Barcelona are still finding money from the Coutinho money. So
they still owe City money. What we doing?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, like I said, guys, make sure you're liking and subscribing. We got plenty of stuff coming down the line for it's like the friend that never has a wallet on him. It's time to pay AC Pullman for it. Yep, absolutely. Brand, yeah, he'll be back.
Bring it back, yes.
Bring
yes,
it back.
In
He
the
says.
stands, in the stands where he belongs.
Bring him in the stands, Asif says, of course. But yeah, we'll definitely have lots of World Cup stuff coming down the line, and that's where we will be locked in. And of course, we'll have an eye on transfer stuff. So there's plenty more content coming down the way. Of course, big up the chat, big up Ali, big up JT. I think Luke was in here earlier. Big up everyone that's been here. We certainly appreciate it. Make sure you're liking and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.